So today's video will be a little short because I was busy with learning React Native, so that's why I can't able to focus on this topic a little bit for today. I want to take some practical sessions on it. A lab will be there in which I'm going to explain nmap scripts at there. So many of you commented on my video, and thanks for commenting. Obviously, some of them asking for pentest plus help or other thing, that what should we do like in networking or linux and other stuffs. So I want to tell them something. I'm gonna make a video on this topic, on the topic of pentest plus. Don't make it recently. I'm going to make it after completing the exploit part. Okay, because the exploit part is the most important. I want to see that which are the things are there in the exploit part. After that I will make a video that if is pentest plus is worth it or not. So that would be a really different story then. So before doing that, there is this topic. Today's topic is nmap timing and performance options. I want to clear it out. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow or someday about the nmap scripts that are actually pretty important, because nmap scripts are one of the main things you can use in your day-to-day life as a pen tester. But right now let's just see these things. Nmap timing and performance options. I already talked about nmap timings tomorrow, but one thing I want is yesterday. Please pardon my English. I talked about it yesterday that nmap has some timing options, but that timing option doesn't actually have the timing, because it doesn't actually refer to the timing. It referred to the noisy, how much noisy it become, how much bandwidth it takes. This thing is actually defined on nmap timing. So like here, if you see it, the timing has from 0 to 5 actually. Why it is 0 to 5? It's because mainly because it depends on the type of scan you are doing. If you're doing if you're doing basically a normal scan in which you doesn't define -t on the timing option, then it will just do the same thing you normally do. But if you mention t5, then it speeds up, boosts up the amount of time. Sorry, not it boost up the scan and less the amount of time, because it directly attacking it. So this is actually the difference in it. Like it uses less bandwidth when you mention that -t is 0 or 1. In default it is 3. You have to remember that. After that there is an action, means aggressive -a, you can perform aggressive scan. And you can actually specify -p and target a particular port and get information with it. So this is actually in the scanning part you do. After that there is one particular part which is most important. It is prioritization of vulnerabilities. Like there are a lot of vulnerabilities in a particular, it can happen in a particular web server or organization or whatever you are scanning. It has a lot of vulnerabilities. But one thing you have to understand before doing this, that you have to rank the vulnerabilities from either security high to high to low. Why you have to do that? Because otherwise you will make doesn't, it makes it organized, right? like when you have that, you have to solve that particular vulnerability first, then you have to come to the second one. This is like how normal vulnerability does. Okay, so why this, there is something called scanning. Why we are doing scanning? We are doing scanning for the preparation of exploitation. When you are doing scanning, it means you are preparing yourself for doing the exploitation part. You are preparing yourself for the hacking, is what we call the information gathering part or the scanning part. Okay, next thing you have to understand is that there are potential exploits which are already present in the nmap. Okay, but there are a lot of scripts which are actually, which you can actually download from YouTube, from GitHub, that is vulners and vulscan scripts. Again, I'm telling, I'm going to take a practical or a lab in this particular video about how to use nmap scripts. And when you found out a lot of scripts in that particular nmap or something like that, in that particular website, then you can search all the vulnerabilities in metasploit, and you can hack them using, you can read about them, you can hack them using metasploit. Okay, so this is the main goal you have to understand. While doing this, you have also have to know about that particular thing which we call, is this exploit work genuinely, like whatever that exploit doesn't give you a shell access or something like that. So you have to understand that what is the vulnerability and what can be done with it. Okay, so you have to understand this particular thing, that will the standard exploit work, which means the standard exploit. In metasploit, there are a lot of default exploits already available which can already hack into a system, have the capability to hack into a system. But what you need to understand is that particular, which vulnerability you are watching right now, is that particular vulnerability can be exploited with normal default standard exploits, or you have to change some things to, change some things you need to do in order to get that exploit working. So these things also came under the process of information gathering and scanning. So I'm going to take a practical tomorrow, so you have to wait for it. And today I didn't did it, so I also didn't make the video on it. So this is it for today.